Well, hello there, good hunters, and welcome to the stream. I'm Robin at Andrewjack Without a C, and as you've probably accurately surmised, this is Bloodborne. We are still looking good and bony and witchy. I just did a little bit of grinding for all sorts of stuff, really. Maxed out my endurance to its final soft cap, and just trying to get as much as I can. Ooh, 10% extra health, that would be good. Trying to get as much as I can to get... will this be the end of Born? It might be. It might. I'm hoping so. It'll be fun. Oh, what if we ended things? So I did a little bit of research. There are a couple of things. So, okay, let's actually go over what we did last time. Last time, we defeated the Orphan of Kos in the Fisherman's Village, which was kind of the catalyzing point for Bergenworth's major inhuman experiments. Here's a Funny Souls. Oh, let's see it. Let's start this off right. Oh no. Oh no. It's him. It's the boy. Let's go ahead and get that on the screen here in a second. And gotta do it. Gotta do it. And I gotta do it right. So, the text is, POV, you are about to be dealt the worst hand in your life. Good old Patches. Absolutely wonderful, perfect boy who never does anything wrong. Anyway, so we got up to Lawrence, the vicar, and we're having some trouble because he's kind of a bastard. I will admit. They did all those experiments when they could have done like Gehrman and smooched some fish. You gotta smooch a fish. And we started to fight Lawrence, but had a lot of trouble because he's hard. He's a very hard, challenging boy. Like Vicar Amelia and Cleric Beast had a baby. And there is the redemption for the Bloodborne outfit. Hell yes. Let's go ahead and grab what he's dropped. Some blood vials, good. I have a very particular setup right now because I've learned a few things about this fight that hopefully will allow us to have a bit of an easier time with it. Let's go ahead and do this. Latin. Hell yeah. Anyone wanna drop some echoes? Or drop some vials for me? Gotta make a flamin' Larry. Alright, so these guys are going to get dunked on by the big bad, which is hilarious. And he's going to do that, and we're going to take this opportunity to... Oh, well, we didn't get the visceral attack in. And we're going to die. Oh, okay. Shaking the rust off. Shaking the rust off. Which is fine. So, if you caught a glimpse, there is actually a summoning point up ahead. Turns out, if you have the Impurity Rune, Volter of the League of Confederates will actually come assist you. Of course, you have to summon him, but you get a buddy. Whether you being a Cthulhu, that's a Canaan. Jesus. In this house, we don't allow people to be Cthulhus. I wonder how emulation for Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem is going, because getting a GameCube hooked up would be a real pain in the ass. But the idea is still appealing. There's still a lot of horror games I would love to play. League of Confederates is still so goofy. Association of members. Yeah, and like, ugh. It gets stickier when you start looking into the other definitions of Confederates and the other interpretations of Confederates. And it's just buck nasty all the way down. Oh! Oh, they're trying to fight me, okay. Well, y'all paid for that with blood. Okay, buddy. You were spicy, I get it, it's fine. If you could tone down the spice, that would be great. Okay, that's what I need. I need crap. Dang, he is just behaving super weird right now. Not doing half the things I expect him to do. I'm gonna go to the cathedral in Yarnum and hang out with my dude, the Dweller. So how is everybody today? I myself am in some weird back pain. I've been drawing hunched over, like I usually do, like a fool. And I'm paying for it in dividends. So I've got a little icy hot patch, thanks to Lark, right on that little wing muscle below the shoulder, right near the spine. This guy is one of those anime villains that make the hero go, ugh, he's a lot faster than his size would suggest. The thing is, I'm not even like handling him the way I should. That's like the big part of the problem, is that I could just pop him with a bullet. I know when his attacks are coming out. But I'm not doing it because I'm being stubborn. Feeling weirdly relaxed for no reason. Shit is still bad and money still hasn't come up, but no, today I woke up with the good brain chemicals. And hell, it's worth it to embrace that. Sometimes that's just how shit shakes out, and you get your good days. Weird one, but I got a decent skeleton for a quick goblin tabletop RPG, and I've been filling it out a little, and it's nice. Ooh. I've done a game of goblins only, and it's a lot of fun. Thank you for retrieving my blood echoes. Ow. Boop. Goblinuary keeps on going. Okay. And in 2 hits, he's done. Maybe 3. 3 hits. 3 hits is good. Okay, so let's try to do this. Now, a few things I learned about this fight is, 1, you can summon, and 2, he's weak to bolt. So that's pretty great. Confederate Vaulter, Master of the League, has arrived by the Bell's residence. Alright, let's see if we can make this happen. Untitled PBTA Goblin Game. It's a good name, is the thing. Oh, let's get this paper. Let's get that paper. I should shut up. Hello, cat. And yeah, we are still on that goblin tip. As well we should. Ooh, we're getting in enough attacks thanks to Vaulter that we're actually running out of stamina. That's kind of a good problem to have, really. Okay. We're also not taking nearly as much damage as we usually do. We're still taking damage, don't get me wrong. But it's not nearly the pain in the ass it was. Okay, so I believe we're now in the second phase. Kind of don't really know you're in the second phase until you're there. He just gets more aggressive and weirder and wilder. How's my audio levels? It's going okay. Could be better. I could bump it down a little bit. Boop. Not the greatest decision to change your audio levels while fighting Lawrence the First Vicar. Okay, we can get in some free hits here. Oh, he actually looked out for us. Okay, let's back up. Yep. Okay, he's going to spew his laver. We don't want that. Walter is still hanging in there like a trooper. Okay, that particular move is not what we want. Oh. Okay, spewing lava, that's good. That means we can come in. Nope, stun locked. Dang it. What I'm hoping for is for him to spew his lava and for us to be able to get out of the way so that we can get in a whole bunch of cheap hits. That's what we want. Dang it, didn't quite get there. Stop shitting lava. Stop it, you fool. Popping him with a few pot shots in the hopes of breaking his head, because that's going to be very useful. Alright. Now, as you can see, we can get a good number of free hits out of that. Alright, he's doing it again. We're going to get in. Nope. Couldn't quite get close enough to him. So we're looking for that shaky-headed motion. You'll see it here in a second. Or maybe you've already noticed. But we want to stay just close enough that we can respond to it. There it is. And then we can get out of the way. Let's get the bolt paper up. We're just out of his range, which is great. Hell yes. Getting a cheap hit. Come on. Yes, that's what we want. Bop, bop, bop. Oof. Okay, we need to back up as quickly as we can. Let's get maneuvered a little better, because we're getting backed up into a wall. There's the laver. Yes, this is good. We're doing okay. We don't have a lot of health vials left. We have 5. All we need to do is just keep our distance just enough. Okay, he's doing this thing. We'll go through the lava just because Otherwise, we're just going to get hurt. Okay, come on. He's backing us up into a corner, so we need to get out. Ooh, you need to stop. Okay, and there is more lava. This might not be the last time we do this. We're lucky it's close. Oh gosh. Okay, back up. No! Come on. One more health vial. Oh gosh. That chase is so nasty. I still haven't quite figured out how to deal with it. But come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do the lava thing. You know what? Screw it. Screw you. We're done. Fuck. Okay. That's it. Whew. We did it. So. Literal first try. Hi, cat. Oh. Anyone else show up during all that? Let's catch up with the chat. Now I remember a little Goblin Street Urchin character I thought up once. Her name is Stop Thief because that's what people kept yelling at her and she liked how it sounded. Oh, it's really good. The last one was Zack the Hotfoot, a former shitraker turned sorcerer with lots of firepower but who was not immune to his own fire. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so we can end the game right now. What we're going to do first is that we're going to grind for some extra health vials. I've already done a little, but this next part might take a while. Hi, AJ. Earlier today, my cat Nosferatu did a great big blep. I share it with you all in celebration now. Good. I need to see this. Oh, yes. Oh yes. Dignified. Austere. That is a blep. That is such a blep. It is such a good damn blep. There continues to be a blep. The blepping persists. That is fantastic. Thank you for this free content. Oh, the soul still burns. So, what's everybody been playing? I've been playing more Fire Emblem Engage, and it turns out it's good, actually. I like it a lot. And it has also helped me understand a little bit about how my brain works, which is kind of weird. But I'll go into that more here in a minute. I also started playing Cult of the Lamb, which is roughly as good as people have been saying. Like, genuinely just really freaking good. Just one of those games that takes a genre that I'm usually kind of bad at, and multiple genres I'm usually kind of bad at, and creates a whole bunch of interconnected systems that feel really good together. Let's see. Vampire Survivor onto the secret bosses. Hell yes. That's a lot of fun to do. That game is filled with little secrets. It's so good. Again, another game that is as good as the Obsessions dictate. Still making my way through Fata Morgana. The first two parts kind of dragged, but it's really starting to pick the fuck up. Considering it's like a 20-hour visual novel, I don't doubt it. Like, it seems like it's a slow burn. Blazed through Portal the other night to test out our Steam Deck. Hell yes. That game was really fun with controller, actually. Trying to finish some stuff on Switch before I jump into anything hefty on there, but I thought I could do a quick Portal. Yeah. Where are you going, dude? Okay. Guess you'll die. Oh yeah, if you, like, so Aperture Desk Job is a nice little game if you want a little bit more of that portal fix. And it's a great example of what the Steam Deck can do. It's got some really good stuff. And it only takes about an hour to complete. I would strongly recommend it. Banjo-Kazooie back up through Switch Online. Oh, and the Switch Online now has GoldenEye, which I've never had the proper opportunity to get fully into. I've never been good at it. I think it's time. Yeah, Desk Job contains like some plot points that were dropped during the development of Portal 2 that they decided to pick back up for fun. And it's really cool. I genuinely like it. Famously shit at playing first-person games with controllers, PC Orange Box being the thing that convinced me I could actually play anything in first person at all, but knowing the game well made me okay with a controller. That sounds about right. Let's see. We've got Blood Rocks. Is there anything we can grab from here? No? Just trying to check for any other items. So, we've got most of the items in the game. We don't have everything. We're not going to have a complete run. But I think it might be time to talk to Gehrman, see what he's got to say. For those of you who've played or have seen the very earliest bits, this gate was not previously open. It is now open, and it leads to a big damn field of flowers. So we're going to be going up there here in a second. I'm not looking forward to this fight, but in order to get this started, we got to do a couple of things. Now, there are 3 endings we can get. The one that we're going after is the childhood's beginning. And that requires consuming umbilical cords. We say consuming, but really we're just squishing them in our hands like we do a nice, tall, refreshing cold blood dew. With these used, we can now actually walk up to Gehrman, who's just hanging out, and we need to answer his question in a particular but uncomplicated way. So, let's go ahead and do it. Hey, bud.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
So we can submit our life or refuse. And for our purposes, we are going to refuse. Let's freaking go.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
So it turns out this dude has some
Tonight,
gear.
Gehrman joins the hunt.
Okay, let's do it. So this is Gehrman. We have seen him from the very beginning, and he is who we have to kill. But I hate to tell you this, it's not actually the final boss. But like most hunters, he's really susceptible to visceral attacks. So that's pretty great. Case in point. Ooh, boy. He is spicy. The first hunter? Do it. Do it. Do it, motherfucker. Do it. I... hardly... know her. Very good. That's how it's done. Alright, phase 2. Don't love that. I took the hits, which was not very smart, but we did it. This glow makes it a little bit harder to see exactly what he's doing, unfortunately. Oh, jeez. No! I wanted it! I wanted it for my needs. Dang! Oh, that was a good little combo we did. Listen. Your horrible behavior is welcome and encouraged. Say the line, Bart! So yeah, as you can see, not a super easy fight, but we got through most of that first try, which means we're going to be fine. But like I said, this is not the very end. We've got a little bit more after this, and... ouch! Okay. Let's get the timing down for some of these attacks a little better. Okay, when he raises it to the right, we need to hit it as soon as we can. When he raises it to the left, we got a little bit of a delay. Yeah, we just go right over. It's kind of nice. Actually, it's one of the benefits of a lot of Souls games. The last fights tend to be really close by to a checkpoint. Dang it. Hey, that worked. Closest Souls-like has gotten to a lightning fast Meat Boy restart time. Ouch. Ooh, he's got a bit of a shotgun spray there. Okay, with a smaller weapon, I wonder if he's more prone to stun locks. Yeah, kinda. Okay. Dang it. Come on, dude. Got a little bit of a Tim Curry energy to his voice here. Just getting in a quick visceral. Okay, he's not going to do the big pop. That's good. Oh, there it is. So we're going to get in one quick one, and then we're going to back off. This gives him some old Hunter Bone energy where he can dodge a little bit faster. Less prone to stun locks. That's what we want. Scythe is a little bit easier to deal with. Come on. Eh. Dang it. Come on. There we go. Eh. Hello, Lindsay. Good to see you. We beat Lawrence, the first vicar, and we are now on to the part 1 of the final boss. Whew. Can we do it? No. Dang it. Let's heal up. Man, I don't want you doing that. Let's get in one more hit. Here we go. Ow. Rude. Double rude. Oh, heal please. Heal please. Thank you. Ooh. Just realized that maybe Whip would be good against this form. Dang it. Oh, and he's waiting for me to counter, isn't he? There we go. We're not done. Prey slaughtered. Old Hunter badge got. Whew. I'm going to the one place uncorrupted by the old blood. Space! Hey, Mom. So, welcome to the Moon Presence. I'm making a lot of new friends today. So he tried to embrace us. They? This creature tried to embrace us, and somehow we rejected it. Send him to the moon by kicking his goddamn ass. Let us show him what we learned in our moon jujitsu class. In other words, moon presence. In other words, death sentence. Oh, oh, that was nasty. Did not like that. Jesus Christ. Oh, he is. Oh, we can't heal at the moment. Okay. Boop. Well, that doesn't matter. We just won. Nightmare slain. Holy crap. Holy crap, we beat this in 30 minutes. I had no healing items left. Hey, look, it's us.
Oh, good hunter.
And now we finally get to be embraced by the doll. We did it! We did everything we set out to do! okay. I had planned on failing to beat Lawrence several times, and I had planned on being stuck on Gehrman. Moon Presence I knew wouldn't be too bad. I remember that fight being like, I did it first try my last time because it's not the hardest fight. Gehrman is technically more challenging, but Moon Presence has some gimmicks that does make it really hard if you're not ready for it. But like, I was expecting that to take me a couple of hours, and I did that in 30 minutes. So I don't really know what to do about any of that. So that's great. Hey guys, what's going on in this chat? Robin, did you just finish the game 30 minutes into your stream? God. Yeah, I did. I did. I've usually been pretty good about all this. This is one of the few times where that's happened. And, sorry, I'm not going to be over that for a bit. So what did we think about the video game? I swear, I tried to plan this out better. But I literally... I should not underestimate my ability to do something when I know how to break it down. So, for the next hour and a half, we're going to play some more Bloodborne, but we're going to have some fun with it. So, what did we think? I personally love this game, and this is the first time I was able to do the Old Hunters DLC, and it was a challenge. It was definitely the toughest stuff that this game has to offer. I think the thing I really like about the Old Hunters DLC is, I don't know. It's really hard, but it never feels like too much of a slap in the face. You know what I mean? It's most expansions, most DLC, most optional content in Soulsborne games are usually like a step above in difficulty, even above the final boss. So oftentimes that DLC is meant for people who have already played the game once all the way through, already seen the ending, and it's for people who want to play like the DLC, or for people who want to like play it in a new game plus, or for people who know the systems well enough that they can just kind of jump in. And going in from a clean save was actually a really thrilling experience because it was making it harder on me. Every time you level up anything, your defense goes up just a touch. So it does actually benefit you to not like worry too much about that stuff. Deeply enjoyed the lead up and the aesthetic of the fishing hamlet. Yeah, cool fight against Maria and unlocking a big secret that was indeed shameful and disgusting and wretched. Seems like one of the cooler video games I won't ever make time for, but I was glad to watch. I got to watch you play. I mean, it wasn't that long, funnily enough. Like, it was about 32 hours, I think. That's about where we wound up, and that's not including some of like the handful of hours I spent grinding off stream and picking up stuff. Also, I have a lore sheet, so we can actually go over some stuff. And this is stuff from like the Fextra Life wiki, where they kind of go into like a lot of like bits and bobs, including theory crafting, which, you know, I'll link it there. But one of the things they try to do is establish a chronology, and they do state that the chronology is heavily up for discussion. It is heavily up for debate. Gosh. We want to see another Soulsborne down the line. Because I got a few I have been meaning to beat, and I'm getting streamer luck a lot. So let's go into a little bit of the lore according to this sheet. So getting into the hunters and the hunt. Hunters have been around for quite a while. It is believed that they started out as a branch of the Healing Church, and have been recruited by the church or by Gehrman, who we saw at the Hunter's Dream. The city of Yharnam, the sheet goes on to say, is very singular. It's very separated out. It's kind of seen as like the crazy town by the rest of the world. Because they got like the healing church focused so much on using blood to heal that the city became obsessed with it to the point of like having blood-based drinks in place of alcohol.
All signed and sealed.
Oh yeah, and now we are in New Game Plus.
Let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever
And because of how the outside world kind of treats Yharnamites, like they are very distrustful of anyone on the outside. Ooh, yeah, I would like to play the Surge. Give me some cyborg justice. It's also assumed that like characters like us and Eileen are not Yharnamites. Like we came in from the outside and sort of injected ourselves into this place. Even though like we are recognized as hunters, there is a good chance that like we had no basis within this reality. Okay, so New Game Plus for Bloodborne is very similar to a lot of other games in the franchise and from the developer. Enemies will be able to do more damage and be able to take more hits, of course. This doesn't apply to Chalice dungeons, which we saw a little bit of. And with the upgrade in difficulty, there's also an upgrade in the number of blood echoes you get. Let's see. You get to keep nearly every single item you pick up. So your player level, your blood echoes, your insight, your consumables, most consumables, save for ones that are granted like specialty as one-offs. Let's see. Badges, armor, like about the only thing that doesn't carry over are key items, and unconsumed umbilical cords. Locked doors will unlocked doors will go back to being locked. So it's a lot of like really basic stuff. Like you get to keep damn near all your shit. You will need all those stinking badges. So yeah, we're just gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna play this for Lark somewhere down the line, but like we've all seen the opening, so we don't really have to get into that. Okay, so what's next? Like, City of Yharnam. It's really crazy, and they all seem to be super obsessed with blood to an absolutely interminable degree. Would something have happened if you'd eaten all 4? No. You just need to eat 3. They give you 4 because there are a couple different ways to get some items, and you can lock yourself out of getting an umbilical cord or 2. It really depends. Like, if you don't spare Yosefka, or if you don't, if you let, I think the courtesan get killed by the nun, you lose out on that one. So there are a couple of ways that things can go that are, I mean, kind of funny to me, but like there's no appreciable difference. The ending really just goes down to you either consume all three or you don't consume all three, and that's really all it boils down to. Oh, we keep so much insight. We're at 87. Christ, we have 270,000 echoes. A bunch of umbilical cords. See, you get it. Let's see. So we talked about the city of Yharnam. We talked about the hunters. Then we have, according to the sheet, the Red Moon. And yes, I am going to be reading this off as I'm playing the game because screw it. What's another challenge? We beat the game way faster than I thought we would. So let's fucking go. God, I missed the fact that there was like daylight. So the red moon only starts appearing, like the actual red moon only appears after slaying Rom, the vacuous spider. And the red moon is kind of the true nature of the dream, as far as I can tell. It is a veil placed over everything to hide the true nature of the world from even its own residents. That's why the amygdalas are also hidden. They are there. They are interactable. They are present, but you cannot actually perceive them until they decide to be perceived. So once everything is revealed, everything naturally gets much, much worse. However, if you amass somewhere around 40 insight, you can actually see the true nature of the world right away, which is kind of hilarious. Oh, let's pick up... Ooh, we can start with an axe. Let's get the blunderbuss too. Let's get some extra items.
Welcome. You're just,
So we can't really do anything with what we got yet. If Dog Vomit was a hunter boss, what's her storyline like? And what do you think her signature weapon would be? Ooh. That's a good question. Okay, so we can repurchase all this stuff, which is kind of cool. So... Dog Vomit is somebody who sort of just shows up. She's not really somebody who goes out of her way to like, ooh, we can get Gehrman's gear. Let's do that. And we can get Eileen's gear. Of course we're going to do that. Let's spend the money. So I think the whip is very close to what works for her. I can't imagine her getting anything else. Let's go ahead and buy all that. And I think her story is just like she gets led there somehow. I think, in all honesty, it just boils down to like she gets a call to go to the city for a job or something, and it's just like, oh, Dog Vomit strikes me as the kind of person who only does what she wants to do and what others don't want her to do. Yeah, that's pretty on the nose. Like, cool blood tattoos. All right. I don't know. It's like if somebody says like you can't be here, it's like, no, I'm here now. Let's do it. I don't know. I'm not being very interesting right now. I'm making for bad conversation. So let's see what other people have to say. We're going to throw a real weirdo party for all the freaks. They're like 500,000 echoes for you if you get here. One night of work, eating money, in and out. I mean, yeah, that's just like not far removed from how she would treat it. Yeah, as you can see, these guys are a little sturdier than they used to be, which is fine. Yeah, I think she probably wouldn't show up unless she got a job offer. I think she's somebody who's like sticks close to home because she likes it. Let's get rid of you. Whip. Tempering? Blood gemstone. Hell yeah. Ever hear about rec rooms? This is like a rec city. Yeah, pretty much. That is pretty much it. And like, you could... Here's the thing. It's not that she's gullible, it's just that with the promise of pay, she's willing to do a lot. And she has no issue as long as the price is right. And she will absolutely ruin your day if you fuck with her. So she's very likely just like willing to go through all of this, knows that there's no real moral quandary with doing any of this that she can perceive. It's like, yeah, let's fucking go nuts. Fuck it. Oh, you're getting drinky. Thank you, past PSDO. Live aside, I'd probably have it come as a letter from like an Oscar Wilde sadomasochist type who's heard tales of legendary dog vomit and wants to invite her to the apex of debauchery or something foppish like that. You gotta imagine there are people like that here. Completely sidetracked by a sweet lady downtown. Yeah, I actually buy that. If she felt like it were a valid and viable opportunity, dog vomit is going on The Price is Right? Yes. Sure. That's what we're going with here. Okay, come on, dude. Run on over. Got him with the charge. That was pretty nice. Oh, hey! And now you're here. Mask bind. Mask of Red Death. People taking Night of the Hunt as an excuse to have a big dumb S&M party. God, what if that's it? She hears about this whole event going down and just confuses it for a job opportunity. What if that's it? What if it's just a case of like misunderstanding what's going on? Being like, oh yeah, this sounds like exactly my jam. Blood play, S&M, bondage, all these things. Wouldn't it be neat? And then showing up and being like, oh, y'all are like for serious. Yeah, it's time to kill everybody now. There we go. Let's grab all that. Try and be back later. I'm at a hotel this eve and need to grab some stuff from local establishments before they close. Thanks for coming by, AJ. Whole town goes crazy with blood and pain. Sounds like a rush. Dog vomit city tamer. Yeah, I think no matter what, it's going to be a case of like, well, I'm here now. I am now everybody else's problem. I think that is the one thing I think we can all agree on. Let's go ahead and summon Gascoigne, which we didn't get to do very much. The city that begged to bleed. I still haven't drawn dog vomit as a hunter. Which is really unfortunate. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the Red Moon. what do we got next? We've got the umbilical cords. Ooh. I didn't know the bell ringing woman shows up so soon. Okay, we'll let him do that. Boop. So we've got the umbilical cord. Weird part of the story is a known fact that 75% of the game's umbilical cords can be found on women or children. Of course, with one example, we've got Yosefka, who becomes weirdly pregnant, and Ariana, and we get a cord from defeating Mergo's wet nurse. And the theory that Extra Life's community is positing is that Erden, the guy of whom the chapel is named after, and who may well be the moon presence, more on that later, maybe impregnating people divinely. Also seems to be that the Great Ones impregnate women to have surrogate children. And one of the umbilical cords is actually at the abandoned workshop near the doll. We don't know if that's related, but it could be. Fan theories? Right in front of my salad? Yeah, so like we've got a lot of suggestions. We don't really know for dead certain why any of it happens. I do not like the implication of a cord next to the doll. I do not like them. That's one of the things about Soulsborne games, is that they don't explicitly state a lot of things. You just kind of have to read between the lines and look at the context in which things are placed, because this game actually does do environmental storytelling. Just not necessarily in the way you would expect. Oftentimes that the item you get from different bosses communicates something about the story, and you just have to sit there like, okay, I guess that's how this works. Next Bloodborne should just change it up and do an interpretation of the Silent Hill circumcision fan theory. We are now always saying this, you know? Okay, so what have we gone over? We've gone over some of the basic elements, like the Hunters, Yharnam itself, which is obsessed with blood. Just crazy about it. Can't get enough of it. But there is a blood sickness called the Scourge of the Beast, which is basically lycanthropy. And this is... It seems that, like, maybe blood gets corrupted, or maybe it's just like straight up like, yeah, this is just how it is. This is what happens when a society just decides blood is great and everybody loves to have it and consume it. And this scourge is what necessitated the hunts, because some people are just too far gone and there's no real curing them. So you have hunters going around killing people, because why not? Yeah, you're screaming. You're being loud. Ooh, can we do it? Yes! Whee! New Game Plus is a very different beast, if you can't tell. I can kind of ease up a little bit. Even though the game is harder, and, like, make no mistake, this is a much harder version of the base game. Boop. It's also, like, we've got everything we need. We've got all the defenses, we've got all of the subscribed things we need to survive. Ouch. Come on, dude. Let me focus on this before I make more comments. Dude. Poke him in the butt, poke him in the butt, do do. Poke him in the butt, poke him in the butt. Do 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 do. Butt poke, do 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 do. Butt poke. And we're good. Anyway. So that's prey slaughtered. That is... Now we can go back and see the doll. If we want to, but we're good for now. We're going to about face a little bit. To start working on some other sections. Get your insight to 420. Right now, the need for blood is rising. Ugh. All this blood talk makes me think of like a caravan of smugglers from outside the city getting hired to smuggle a bunch of barrels of out-of-towner blood. That could be a nice campaign for a Bloodborne pen and paper RPG. Yeah, I kind of like that idea of like, they've been doing so many experiments all these years that like, what is anyone supposed to do if there is like a sickness at the foundation of this city? They would naturally have to go for outsiders. And that tracks for me. Like that's an appealing story element. Oh yeah, it says here with the Scourge of the Beast, that one of the reasons, or no, it's rumored that infected clerics of the Healing Church become the largest of the monsters when they succumb to the madness, as seen in Lawrence, Ludwig, Vicar Amelia, etc. Let's see, and then we move on to Old Yarnum, the Ashen Blood, and the Powder Kegs. Powder Kegs being a particular group of hunters. So let's see. Eventually Old Yarnum was founded, obviously just Yarnum at the time, but was brought low by a strange or baffling illness known as Ashen Blood, which was a worse form of poison. Huh. Particularly red-eye wolves near the boss. What else does it have to say? After the fall of Old Yarnum, it was closed up. Central Yarnum was built along with the Grand Cathedral. This is probably the first instance of hunters as we know them now being formed. Let's see. The Powder Kegs were a group of hunters that tried to make explosive weapons to varying degrees of success, which includes the stake driver, rifle, spear, and the cannon. But they were banned from the workshop because they were extremely dangerous, and they became known as the Workshop Heretics, which is kind of neat. They fucked around and they found out. That's really fun. So the Ashen Blood seems to be like the earliest form of the Blood Scourge. And it necessitated the hunter's existence in some or every capacity. But then we get into the Blood Administration and the Healing Church, which is a whole different ballpark. It's a lot to read. Like, I actually am not sure how badly I need to read this here now like this. Let's get rid of dogs. But I think we've gone over some of this. Malik dropped a whole bunch of lore during our time in the fishing village. So, with VODs available for 60 days after initial airing, you too can check out what Malik has to say on the subject. Let's see. There's a buddy here. Let's go ahead and boop, boop. Goodbye. I don't know of any safe places yet. I'll get back to you. Powder keg seems like a Fallout gang. Kinda does. Got the tunnel snakes, got the powder kegs. It's great. Flesh and Blood, or as it is known colloquially, the old Poisey boy. And here's Eileen.
Oh, what a mess here. Prepare your... There are no... What?
There we go. Just have to get everything. I like to be thorough. Okay. Put her clothes on. See how she likes twinning. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah. Actually, we are at a point where we can just kind of do this. Let's see. Crow feather. I don't think she has unique gloves. Yeah, she does. I'm a liar. Okay, let's see what happens.
What are you still doing here?
Hey, Crow.
A hunt?
But we're twins. That means we're friends now, right? No? I even have your weapons. Just so you know. Fine little guy, Friends Day start just a smidge too late for me, but I could watch all the Sly Cooper gameplay by Scoosh this afternoon when I got back from work. Hell yes. Oh god, do a mirror gag. Well, one of us is gonna have to change. But I don't have that pose, unfortunately. I can't do it. Dang. Well, we are gonna stick to this outfit for a minute, because it's fun. Let's see. Let's get back to the lore sheet, because I want to see how far we can get through it. Now, Lawrence, the first vicar, was also the founder of the Healing Church, and the apprentice of a one Master Willem, who was an administrator at Bergenworth Academy. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Let's drop some stuff down to the ground. Boop. You know, for fun. Whee! Let's drop down. Oh, don't go over the edge. Please come over here and make me. Please step on me, Eileen. And from said broadcast, I'm ready to admit as someone not very into either the Zelda fandom or who knows very much about game design, I really like Twilight Princess. It's a fun game. It's got great designs. It's got so much good stuff in it. And like, I say this having been disappointed by that game, but I know good when it's present. And it's got a lot of good in it. Yeah, the cape is really nice, I will admit. I think I'm just going to keep this on. Oh, hi, Sam. Sam is roaming about trying to get attention. Or is annoyed that Marnie kicked up a whole bunch of litter on the floor. Like an asshole. It's really hard to tell sometimes. BRB, ranking Bloodborne bosses by step on meity. Okay, any more enemies down here? Don't think so. 3 Eileen, 2 Maria, 1 Vicar Amelia. I mean, bold and correct. It's very good. Then we have a passage over here, which we can actually ignore if we want, but I feel like playing in the space. Because one thing I like to do on a New Game Plus, the few times I do it, is just run around and kill just a whole bunch of stuff. You stop that. Bye! Boop. Da, 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 da. I know I should be talking. I'm just kind of like vibing with the game right now and just kind of going with the chat at the moment because, man, going back into this game with earthing, all the good shit, and being able to just kind of like play in the space, just play it kind of casually, is really nice. It's one of the things I like about Soulsborne games is that like when you get good at it enough, when you have the equipment to back it up, it's just a vibe, you know? It's just a good vibe. Let's go out for a stroll. Exactly. Let's see. We even got some items we can pick up by dropping down on the rafters, and we can always go back up later, because the game is very kind in that regard. Boop. Anything here want to kill us? And we got that path over there, which we can go to here in a minute. Not going to worry about it. Let's grab that. Hell yeah. Let's see. Ooh. It seems like a lot of the stuff about Bergenworth is where the concept of insight really comes from. Master Willem sort of originated that concept by having a student blindfold himself and look into oneself, to cover your brain with, or line your brain with eyes, in order to see what the Great Ones see and acquire more eldritch knowledge, which is kind of a hell of a line, huh? Line your brain with eyes, which is a legitimate, like, statement within the lore. And they used insight to try and actually pursue later stages of evolution in sort of a, in a way. Master Willem is also the one who instigated the saying, "Fear the old blood." And it's largely said out of respect and fear for the old blood, just for what it is capable of doing to people. But of course, that line has been taken as very literal by many of his descendants. What a cool mental image, Master Willem. Thanks for that. Grantus Peepus. More eyes means better vision. That's how that works. You just have more vision. Do you want the most vision? Blindfold yourself, look inside yourself, see what the Great Ones see, line your brain with eyes. It's really good, though. But Master Lawrence, the first vicar, chose a different path when it came to the Old Blood and used that as his basis for experiments. And he founded the Healing Church, sort of embracing the Old Blood. And he was the one who spread the art of blood ministration. So we have him to thank for a lot of terrible things. Inadvertently kind of allowing the Blood Scourge to start, I'm guessing? Yeah. Actually, yes, that is what it says. Like, it gets really popular, and then problems start happening. And he's like, oh, shit, I fucked up. So he's the one, it seems like he's the one leaving a lot of the notes around about, let's see. The clues about what one must do to transcend the hunt, which you later found out after realizing his mistakes. Master Willem was right. Evolution without courage will be the ruin of our race. Hunt the great ones, hunt the great ones. 3/3 umbilical cords. Wow, so the Blood Scourge was something that was started and then immediately regretted. That's always great. Imagine the part of your body that's full of the most damp little nooks and crannies and is also responsible for your ability to perceive the world around you. Now fill that shit with eyeballs. So yeah, we have Master Lawrence to blame for a lot of this shit, but we also have him to blame for presenting us with a solution to the problem. So, you know, not perfect. A bit of a problematic fave. But, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. There's no wolf here. Always keeping an eye out for that wolf because, oh my god, I do not want to sit here and find a frickin' wolf getting up in my business the way the last time that happened. The one time that happened. Christ. Ouch. Camera, I need you to behave. Now let's hunt the great ones, fuck Cthulhu, make Yogg Sothoth your birch. No puppos allowed. Okay. Is there another? Come on. Is there a dude? Come on. There's definitely a dude. There is a dude? There is a dude. There's a dude at the bottom of the cabin. Whoop. Hello. And then we get into the choir, which is something I really don't know shit about. The Cosmos and Ebrietas. Let's see. There's an item over here that I want to pick up. I want to require a little bit of delicacy. There we go. Let's get this out and whap. And we're going to go down here fighting rats. So the leaders of the Healing Church, the choir, differentiate themselves from the rest of the members of the church as they receive teachings directly from Ebrietas. Ebrietas is a celestial being who's emerged from the depths of the old labyrinth and acted as a source of knowledge to the Healing Church with seemingly no ill will, thus furthering the notion that the Great Ones are sympathetic to humans. Not only did Ebrietas grant members of the choir profound knowledge, but she also further convinced them that they could commune with the Great Ones and learn the Eldritch Truth. Believed they could ascend to the cosmos or at least make contact with it, and it came in a sudden and unexpected realization that perhaps, while their feet were rooted to the ground, the cosmos was not immeasurably far away, but right above their heads. Together with Ebrietas, the choir worked tirelessly to understand the Great One's truth. Okay, so that kind of like clears up some of the cosmic nature of it. It's not cosmic in a sort of celestial sense, even though it's called celestial, but in a sort of like divide between heaven and earth sort of way. Yeah, the finale happened. It happened way faster than I expected it to. For those of you who wanted to come in late and check things out, I really did plan on still fighting these bosses up to this point. It didn't work out. We killed so hard. We killed Lawrence first try. We killed Gehrman second try. And we killed the final boss first try. Kind of in a row. It was wild. And if you would like to see how, and you happen to miss it, hey, VODs are available for 6 days after initial airing. It is my favorite thing to advertise. Because, holy cow, I still can't believe what all we pulled off. Y'all, some of y'all saw it. It was unreal. It was disgusting. And I would strongly recommend checking it out, if only so that I have witnesses to my terrible deeds and actions. God. We still got, like, a fair amount of content to get through, too. Like, we're at the School of Mensis and the Mensis Ritual, which is a whole thing. It's streamer luck. It's great. It's one of the reasons why I like genuinely enjoy streaming sometimes, because oh, that reminds me. One of the reasons why I started getting good at that. One of the reasons why I have been doing well at stream is because of something I've been actively doing. More beasts to slake your bloodlust. Yes. One of the things that's been helping me, because my brain is a little bit busted, is that I have been trying to verbalize my strategy on stream. So I finished the Drakengard 3 final battle in 2 tries and I still get blown away by it. I still don't believe I did that. There is still a part of me that feels like that was a fluke. Challenge for you, Robin. Map the H&R, Homestar Runner characters to Bloodborne. Oh no. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that here in a second. So, one of the things that my brain does is that it gets really difficult to strategize in complete silence. What's been helping me is verbalizing my strategies as I play, because it forces me to think about it without the distraction of my brain thinking about things. Nice job, good Hornter! So we do all that. Do. And it's allowed me to do some different things that I have not been able to do very well. I'm bad at strategy games. And verbalizing my strategies has helped me kind of get more into like paying attention to my units, like in Fire Emblem Engage or Tactics Ogre Reborn. And it's allowing me to actually like not rely on the auto battle and allow me to dissect what's going on by just thinking out loud a lot. It's been really nice to do that. And so, verbalizing a lot of the stuff that we've been doing in Bloodborne has been intensely helpful, not least of which because I actually kind of know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It gives me a really good opportunity to just figure shit out, which is a skill I have difficulty with at times, which is a really silly problem to have, but nevertheless. Strong Sad, Orphan of Kos. There's just a lot of vague wailing happening. No one is happy about this. Dear Strongbad, how do you use brick weapons with boxing gloves on? What else have we not done? Oh yeah, we gotta talk to that we gotta talk to that little girl. Where is that little girl? Oh yeah, she's up there. We need to go zoomies over here. Nope. God. So, who are the characters? We have... Let's do a mental map. We have Alfred, who is the holy boy, who's trying to do his best to rid the world of the Vile Bloods, and is just completely balls nasty about it. We've got Eileen the Crow, who rules. Oh... We had a few stragglers. Goodbye. We've got the Giggling Man, who I love and is perfect. Queen Annalise. We've got the Nun. Maria. God. Ludwig and Lawrence and so many other characters who, like, goddamn. The cheat. Oh, right. I never actually got around to doing this. Need to go back down to the sewers and climb some frickin' ladders. The cheat as Eileen the Crow. Please give him the hat and the cape. I agree with this assessment. This is a very good assessment. You're very smart for this. God, I just don't know. Like, this is a tough one. And I think the chat is faring a lot better at this right away without any issue. So, thank you, Malik, for providing Bubs' patches, obviously. Oh, yeah, definitely. No question. Let's see. I think this ladder is going to be up ahead. Whee! Ooh. Maybe this one. Yeah. Let's do that. Lady Marzipan of the Asheville Clock Tower, or does that honor go to a member of Teen Girl Squad? God, Teen Girl Squad, that's... My brain doesn't know what to do with this information. It's all very good, mind you, but oh my god. Now I just want to sit and watch a whole bunch of Homestar Runner. Get high and watch Homestar Runner all evening. Don't do that. I do not endorse getting high, even in states where it's legal, and you can't tell me I did. Anyway. I'll make a chart one of these days. I'll sit and figure it out. Because now I've got a project. And I hate that. I hate that we are once again in the trenches with this shit. Ow. Rude. Come on. There we go. Boop. Teen Girl Squad has the vaguely female tapeworms in the bottom of the well. Oh, God. Yeah, that works. I like that. Alright, then we pull this, we talk to the little girl, and then we can go on to Father Gas. And then... oh yeah, we can just go back down. Whee! Honestly, there's a part of me that's just... No, I was about to retread old ground, because I'm just happy to be playing this. I've been itching for a Souls-like again. I've been wanting to play more, and I have been eager to keep doing it whenever possible. I've been interested in playing, like, Demon Souls, the PS... Senor Card Gauge is Gehrman. Oh my god. You know what? Yes. That one is... that one's perfect. That one is flawless casting. Unfortunately, that's too good. Hey, little girl. This is the New Game Plus, and I have great news about your parents. Everything turns out great! Of course it does. Why would it not? Why would it not? Why would it not? And we got these boys who bonk, 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 bonk. Christ. So we're going to use the invincibility of this bit. Which I love. Boop. And then they die, and then we go straight to Father Gassy. Oh, Gassy. Run on in. We see the cutscene. We don't need to watch it. We've done it before. He's just this salty guy. You know? Whee! There goes your health. Whee!
What's that smell? Sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Doot. Bonk. Oops. Okay. Let's back up a little bit. Heal up a couple times. God. I've completely forgotten the rhythm of this fight. Wait. No! I wanted that kill. Dang it. Come on. Dude. Yep. Gassy is still hard. Dude. Whee! And whoop. And he's done. Okay, so as we were saying, God, this game is especially fun just for the fact that New Game Plus lets you just blaze through everything in a way that you normally couldn't. And it's kind of nice to be rewarded for my knowledge of the systems and subsystems by this point, to be able to just kind of go right in, kill everything, and be fine. Red jeweled brooch. Let's see, anything else? Nope, we're good. And now we have about as many echoes as we, like, ended our last playthrough with. Okay. So let's hang for a bit. Get some, opinions.
I, honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood.
I don't know how I did that.
You will twimble.
I can never do the motion
Very
controls
well.
for this game that allows you to do emotes on purpose. Ever. I have never been able to do it. So instead of going after levels for now, I'm going to use my money to just buy stuff that I don't have, including all of this. And I don't... One of the fun things about the way this game works... Let's see. Held... Oh, I have a lot of these. Hunter pistol, which we have equipped. I have a repeating pistol. Ludwig's rifle, piercing rifle. Got Evelyn. Let's see, do we have this? Yes, we do. We have the hunter pistol, so we don't need to worry about that. We don't have a saw cleaver. That's kind of funny. Let's get an extra cane just for the hell of it. Why? Don't worry about it. And I'm assuming this is just really expensive, but we already have it, so it's fine. We actually have a lot of things. Holy cow. Thought I had a stake driver. We do not. And now we just need to get, like, more stuff. But we've got most everything in some capacity, which is really wild to me. Now we can just sell a whole bunch of cold blood dues. We have way more frickin' insight currencies too. So we have a lot of those weapons. We don't have all of them. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. We've gotten all of these. See, in the bottom left, you see number held. If it's 1 out of 1, it means we have it on hand. If it's 0 out of 1, it means that's the maximum amount that we can hold for whatever reason. In fact, if we go in, because I'm holding on to all of my weapons. Some of these we had, like the saw spear, we already had one. But because we leveled it up, it doesn't technically count as the same weapon. Same with Blade of Mercy, same with Threaded Cane. Any weapon that we have leveled up at all becomes a different thing in the slot, which is weird, but it makes sense, especially as you get into tweaking how you upgrade your weapons, which is more of a Dark Souls thing than a Bloodborne thing. But as you can see, like a lot of the stuff that we had, like we only have a couple of repeats. But we also have a bunch of stuff here that could stand to go away. Because like we have a ton of stuff in storage. We have a ton of stuff. Oh, right. This isn't just storage. We can actually clean up our inventory really well right now. Let's go do that. Welcome back, AJ. So we can get rid of our regular saw spear. We can get rid of our regular threaded cane. We can get rid of our Blade of Mercy because we're not using it. It's fine. Let's not worry about it. And we can get rid of one of our torches. We got all this back for starting a new game. So yeah, like, you can double up on a bunch of stuff, but for the most part, like, a lot of the gear that we had, we picked up. We did not buy. And there are items that you can only get by purchasing them. Let's see, is there anything else that is doubled up? Doesn't look like it. I think we did. I think we've done well. There's not a lot that that is taking up room in our inventory that is just nonsense. So that's great. I love that. I have Arby and his foodstuffs. Hell yes. So it turns out I am in a hotel right across the street from where my high school played their football games because we did not have our own field. Huh. That is... That's something. I don't know what to make of that, but that is something. Where I used to play in a marching band. Oh! Woo! Anyway. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, burr, burr. We still got a couple of weapons we can pick up. I don't think we can afford them. But if we can pick up everything, that would be kind of neat. So we have the Chikage. We don't need to worry about that. And we have the Blade of Mercy, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, we've got a lot. There's some content in the Old Hunters DLC that we can pick up and stuff, but that's not really going to be something I worry about. So let's talk about the School of Mensis. Members of the School of Mensis desperately seek communion with the Great Ones to the point of near, if not complete, insanity. Those cages, those bird cages that some people were, like Mikolash, wearing that head cage. Like, they wear that as sort of their sign, their call sign, and very much proof that they don't really care what anyone thinks about them. They only care about the Great Ones. That's it. Let's go ahead and pick that up because I want it. We've also got a lot of items that are for different rituals that we can do. And the rituals have their own story, which we're not going to get into. That's something I want to do on my own. It gives you a reason to play Bloodborne. I've shown you that it is totally possible. You can grind like crazy. You can do a lot of good stuff. It's It's not the most painful game to play. if you approach it patiently. Let's see. Now, the founder of the School of Mensis is, in fact, Mikolash, who has telepathic powers. And is able to manipulate the reality of the people around him, which is pretty wild. The School of Mensis and the Healing Church do not seem to get along. The Unseen Village, Yahargul, was founded and controlled by the School of Mensis, which is why you can find a choir member locked away in it, and completely frickin' dead. Let's see, what else? And then we get into Canehurst, which is its own frickin' thing. Queen Annalise was the first vile blood that partook in corrupted blood from Bergenworth. And having the ability to extract the essence of Hunter's blood, Queen Annalise ordered her followers to hunt down Hunters without scruple and gain notoriety for her insatiable hunger for blood. Cool. So, a real boss lady. This allowed her to become basically immortal. And she decided to pull a whole frickin', Vampire the Masquerade bit, where she just hung around with elites all the time. You can find where some students got super into being skeletons. That is true. God forbid women are allowed to do anything. Well, I mean, Ligarius, got really uppity about it, and decided, he was going to lock her away and kill all the other Vile Bloods. So, yeah. God forbid. Oh, and fun fact, Annalise wanted an heir and did everything she could to try and have one. Blood dregs, if she believed that if she had enough blood dregs, which is part of her storyline, whenever you hunt other hunters, because that's what Vile Bloods do, you can pick up dregs for her, which is kind of neat. Let's see. Let's go back to the Tomb of Erden. And then we have the Great Ones, which is a whole other thing. This is like the cosmic horror beings, which came from the Labyrinth, which I'm assuming has something to do with the Chalice Dungeons, which a lot of creatures and people were locked away into. These procedural dungeons are actually part of the story, which is kind of wild to think about. We'll go back for the little. I'll go back for the little girl in my own time. It's fine. We can just leave. Let's see. Ooh. So I'm assuming the amygdalas are considered Great Ones, but apparently, entire schools of thought were trying to uncover all of these secret entities, these entities from another realm, another state of being, and all in search of the truth. It seems the truth is a terrible thing, slowly breaking the mind of anyone who delves too deeply. Awful things happen at Bergenworth, and as a result, the church closed off not only the academy, but the entire forest, calling it forbidden. And the truth was ancient aliens, basically. I'm not saying it's aliens, but... So now we can help our dude, which is great. Nobody here yet, which is fine. We've already bought a... Oh yeah, So we have more than 40 insight, so we can just see the amygdalas now. We can now see the world in its true state before it gets really, really nasty. Which I think is neat. I think that's like a neat little bit. Let's see, what else can we draw from this cheat? Because I think after this is stuff that goes into the Chalice dungeons, which is its own thing. That is very interesting and cool, but also might be the last bit of lore that I have time to go over. So it doesn't seem to matter where the Great Ones came from. It doesn't matter if they are seen as gods or aliens or whatever. All that matters is they exist and they have an influence on the world, which honestly pretty interesting. This isn't the one that we can just like hack open. Even perceiving the Great Ones properly requires a great amount of insight, something Master Willem tried to do at his own cost. So, yeah, the strongest of the Great Ones appears to be the Moon Presence, the creator of the nightmare the hunter is trapped within. And then you have like others like Erden, Ram, Mergo's Wet Nurse, Amygdala, the Celestial Emissary, the Brain Immensus, and Ebrietas. So beings that live on another sort of plane that are perceivable, but only if you know how to access insight. And Erden appears to be the most powerful of all because he ascended beyond the need for a mortal body, which is wild. I think that's one of the reasons why people believe he may actually be the Moon Presence. They... Let's see, what else? Also, the only Great One explicitly referred to as male, with all the other genders either female or undefined. Assuming the Great Ones even have humanly defined genders. Interesting little note. Thank you, Extra Life, for being inclusive. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think we can move on to the Sumerian civilization. The Sumerians... Let's see, an ancient race of people who truly understood the truth of the Great Ones and gained supernatural powers as a result. Queen Yarnum was a medium for the Great Ones, as cited by an item saying the choir discovered a medium, though she's the only likely candidate. Eventually, the Sumerians retreated into a deep labyrinth, from which the Great Ones emerged, their holy chalices being the only remnants of their ancient rituals to break the seals. Some chalices, such as the Ailing Loran chalice, led to other lands, and the Ease chalice was particularly used in Holy Communion with the Great Ones. So yeah, apparently those who came before pretty much retreated into those chalice dungeons. And that in and of itself is its own frickin' story, which is wild for me to think about. I legitimately thought they were just like this thing that was tacked on for a little extra fun. And of course, From Software decided, no, we can do a story. Let's do a story. It'll be fun. Don't worry about it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So I guess I gotta go do those. But even though it's New Game Plus, it's okay, because Chalice Dungeons don't scale in difficulty with a New Game Plus. Yay! Thank God. I'm a murderer, not a monster. This lore sheet also goes into the history of a lot of different characters, including Eileen and Garamond, and even some other characters like Jura and the player, who is explicitly stated as a foreigner. In fact, it says here, In search of curing an unspecified disease with Yharnam's famous blood ministration. Seeking pale blood, the protagonist signs a contract with a man in a wheelchair, who some speculate is Carol the runesmith, vowing to serve the city of Yharnam as a hunter. Very interesting. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to get into, but like as we've kind of gotten into, it's basically once upon a time, a guy named Lawrence really fucked everything up, and everybody suffered as a result.
Very good indeed.
That's really all you really need to know.
Celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Let's see. Is there anything else I can pull from this real quick?
There must go on.
Nah, I think we're good. Now we're just kind of playing around. We're enjoying ourselves. It's almost time for the end of the stream. I still can't believe that I filled up an hour and a half just kind of chatting, hanging out, having a good time, having a good time. Back to the Homestar running casting. I think that dude should be strong mad. Honestly, Cat, I think you're nailing the casting here. I think you're just doing it right. Ouch. Let's back up, because this dude sucks. And he's putting us in a depression. And boop. There we go. Goodbye. Then we get to go down here. Bloodstar Runborn. That's really good. And boop. And boop. Goodbye. Oh, hey, buddy. With their frickin' Tetsuo cape. Boop. The key to this is to think of not just what's most appropriate, but also what would be funniest. And if you can get both out of that, even better. I think Jura should be Marzipan. Just sitting there with a machine gun telling you, don't hurt the beasts, they're fine, it's okay, don't do it, or I will kill you. Because I still very much believe, as I am right to do, that Marzipan has murder in her veins, and the Homestar Runner world just doesn't allow her to access it. But Yharnam? Absolutely. I'm still of the mind that the cheat has to be Eileen. I think. Let's see, what else? What else can we draw out of this? I kind of want to cast Homsar as somebody, but who's strong sad? Like, Strong Sad's got to be somebody, and there's a part of me that wants to make him Nadal. But Nadal deserves better than Strong Sad. Let's see what else. Let's think. Come on. Gotta get a couple more out of these, right? Gotta get a couple more figured out for this before we're done for the day. Marzipan as a player? I'm not sure, because the player doesn't have enough control that they can leverage over things. You know, someone suggested Strong Sad as Orphan of Kos. That's also really good. Gosh, I like that. Minadol is homestar. Modestly hot girl version. Oh no. That's terrible. And very good. I think you actually said something that made me filled with contempt. But in a good way. You know, a positive contempt. Okay, what other characters do we got? We've done Bubs. We got the King of Town, the Poopsmith. And the thing is, like, the Poopsmith I could absolutely cast in Elden Ring, obviously, but a joyous cringe, exactly. But I'm kind of struggling to figure out, like, how would some of these other characters go? Makes me really wonder.
Oh, what is it? I'm off. Wouldn't want to.
Let's see.
I'm off during comes.
You. What else? You what? And step up.
Okay, don't need to worry about him. Not yet, anyway. Need someone for Pom Pom, too. Yeah. There's not a hell of a lot of silent cast members in Bloodborne. So it presents some difficulties. Ow. Clearly, I need to focus for just a second, because we're doing quite well here. Considering we're just kind of mucking about, doing whatever. Rude. Pom Pom sadly could be Rom. Kind of into that. Rom the vacuous spider. Let's see. So competent that they get relegated to a mindless job. Isn't that just the way? Boop, boop. Whee! Ow! Okay. Who was Coach Z? Ooh. Did we decide that was Gehrman? Would that be terrible? Would Gehrman be a terrible choice? But gosh, I still don't know. Like, I also like the idea of the cheat being somebody just impossibly powerful. Unsuspectingly powerful. The Dangerous Band or the Church's Custodian. Ooh. Church's Custodian, that would be good. Oh, and we are just about at time. But this has been a ton of fun. We're going to stop it for now. I'm going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. I still can't believe I did all this. I still can't believe we pulled this off. I still can't believe I did a damn near complete Bloodborne run through. I got every single trophy for every single boss. I just have stuff to collect. That's it. That's all I've got left. Card Gauge was Gehrman. That's right. God, who else? Oh, I'm going to have to think about this. If you've got some ideas, by all means, tweet at me at AndrewJack without a C. Because now I'm just going to sit here and think about this all night. The one reborn was the S is for Sucks Dragon Strong Bad Drew before Trogdor. I like that. Oh god. Maybe okay. Teen Girl Squad, they got to be the great ones. They got to be Ebrietas. They got to be the Cosmic Emissary. They got to be some of these who suck. They got to be, right? Okay, but we're done. We're done. We're done. So, thank you everybody for coming. This has been all of the Bloodborne that we're doing. We did it. We finished it. I don't know what to do about that. I really hope you enjoyed it. If this is an indicator that I should play more Souls-likes on here, I would love to do that. Let me know. Drop in suggestions. I know I want to beat Demon Souls for the first time. And I've got a couple of other games I've been dying to play, like The Surge, Neo 1 and 2, and I know I'm looking forward to Wolong the Fallen Dynasty. So, you know, we've got a lot of options somewhere down the line. What's coming up next for the channel, however, is that we're going to figure out what we're doing for Saturday. We're going to get, like, something small. It might be Bloodborne PSX. It might be Signalis, which will take a few episodes. We'll figure something out, but I think those are our early picks before we move on to the Yakuza franchise, starting with Yakuza 0 and moving up numerically through everything, all the way up to Yakuza Like a Dragon, or Yakuza 7, which is going to be a treat. We'll be doing little games in between that. It won't be exclusively Yakuza from here on out, but it will be our spotlight game. Okay, so the housekeeping. VOD is available for 60 days after initial airing, completely free. Follower and subscriber exclusive emotes, including the Hi Debbie emote designed by Lark and the Angelus Poggers emote. And lastly, hey, this channel survives on subscriptions. So however you choose to get your subscription in, be it through Prime Gaming or through the kindness of, like, your own wallet. You can gift a sub directly to me or gift it to a fellow chatter. It basically ensures the future of the channel for however long to come. And yeah, that's it. Follow, like, hit the notification bell, whatever. It all helps. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I've been Robin at Andrew Jack without a C and will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. I cannot wait to get started on the next games that we're going to be playing, and I hope y'all are too. Everybody get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up, be good, be safe, be awesome, be gone, and farewell, good hunters. It is time to sleep. Bye!